the Chinese people take note of you, especially where you live, in the community where you live. They might report you to your workplace, or some people might call the police on you. It is very normal for them. Hi guys, welcome back. This is Duke in China. I've been trying to do this video for quite a long time now, but things have been up and down, you know. But anyways, let's get it done today. Without wasting your time, I'm gonna hit the nail on the head. China is vast. Different people, different ideas, different cities. But almost all Chinese people have one way of life. As a foreigner, what you say in China or what you do have great impact on you, your countrymen, and China as a whole. And as I know China, they wouldn't want to lose face on certain things. If you're visiting China for a day, or you intend to stay for a long time, and then this video is for you. If you can't do these 4 things that I'll be explaining today, and then visiting China shouldn't be on your list. While we have this conversation, put this in mind. How you react to certain things also matters. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to say is, don't let what you hear or what you see ruin your day or ruin your life in China. It is quite obvious that the Chinese people or the Chinese local people will stare, they will talk about you, right? It's not like in the US where you can do your things and nobody cares. But here in China, as a foreigner, people will watch you, people will talk about you. It is very certain, right? I'll take for an example. There was an incident that happened here in China and it went viral on the Chinese social media. A guy screamed at a taxi driver and the taxi driver had to call the police. It was a black guy, right? And it was alleged that he's from America. I'm not quite sure. This driver had to confirm his telephone number when he entered his taxi, which is a very common thing here in China. When you take a taxi, they'll want to confirm, is this your number? And then you only have to say yes. Even if when you tell them the first time, right? They'll ask you again, is this your number? And you say yes, and then you can continue with your journey. But this guy, when this guy was asked the second time, like, is this your telephone number? When he told the driver his number, and the driver confirmed with, is this your telephone number? And the guy screamed. He used the F word. Use your F head.
I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you're fucking deaf, if you have no ears, I'm not gonna repeat myself. You idiot!
So I think this guy was like having a bad day, but he passed it on the taxi driver, and this taxi driver called the police. I don't know how it ended, but this gave a very bad remark on the Americans, and especially on the black community here in China. So don't let certain things ruin your day. Don't take things that might cost you your job and put it at the forefront of your daily life, which is not really important. And here's the second one. Don't mistake kind gesture for rudeness. Okay? I went to a party some time ago with a friend, and a Chinese guy gave this friend a cigarette. And the guy screamed at the Chinese guy, do you think we all foreigners smoke as you Chinese people? I don't smoke, take your cigarette away. And then I came to the guy, I was like, okay, first of all, he didn't say you smoke or you smoke a lot. He was just trying to create a way of friendship for both of you. He was trying to create a way of communication for both of you. And this is a very kind gesture in China. He was just making friends with you. So don't mistake this for some sort of other things, you know. These are the kind of things that might ruin your day. These are the kind of things that might jeopardize your stay in this country, all right? You need to go out there, learn the culture, immerse yourself with the local people, and you will understand that some of these things are important to do. This guy only has foreign friends. his workplace, his school where he works, they only have foreign friends. He doesn't want to go out with the Chinese people. How would you want to learn the Chinese culture? How would you want to communicate with people? When you go to a country for the very first time, the first thing you want to do is immerse yourself with the local people. Try to see how they think, try to understand how they do things, right? And from there, you won't make mistakes. Be patient with everything. Put yourself as someone who is just visiting, and make sure that you are polite to the local people, which is very important. If you happen to react to anything that is said to you or to people close to you, then I think you are not in a very good shape to visit other places. And here's another thing. Respect the laws of the country. You know, here in China, the laws and the traditional values work hand in gloves. There are certain habits that are not in the law, but people respect this because we need to live as a society. We need to live as a people, okay? So when you come to a country like this, which is very traditional, you must respect their ways and how they do things. When I came to China for the very first time, I was like, what's happening here? Why is everything different? Yes, China is quite different from the rest of the world. They have the way they do their own things, all right? So when you come here, you have to also immerse yourself in this kind of ways and do things like them. You have to live an exemplary life when you come to China and probably in other places in the world, right? When you come here, you have to understand that you represent your country, yourself, and China as a whole. So anything you do has a great impact. It is also quite obvious that we all come here with different motives, right? But there are people who, when they come here, it looks like they have come to a total different environment where they can do things as they wish. No, it's not like that in China. Where you work, where you live, you need to live the life as a normal person. There are people who come here, they want to change girls all the time. Where they live, they are changing girls every week. The Chinese people take note of you, especially where you live, in the community where you live. They might report you to your workplace, or some people might call the police on you. It is very normal for them. Changing girls, going to the clubs, coming back late at night and disturbing the whole community. These are the things the Chinese people hate. And they will obviously call the police on you because of these things. Being in your apartment and having parties, making noise around, just disturbing the whole community, they will report you, which I also think every normal person would do. If you come to my house or my community where I live and you tend to be the most loudest person, you are changing girls all the time and you're behaving in such a way that it will bring a bad image to me as a foreigner, I might call you someday and talk to you. In a sum, I want to wish you a very good stay here in China. And if you're planning to come here, just follow these 4 rules and your life in China will be super okay. Check on my other videos and see what's happening there. Until then, see you next time. Ciao.